years late for doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Every winter they could have chopped it down to 2 jobs at a time.
Yeah, right.
So,
What jobs in Proctor though?
we'll take away the relief from the night job.
Really? You're 12s?
Well, it's normally not that busy, so they'll probably keep. Supposedly they want to keep it at 8:01. We want it to go to 7.
Or 6? That'd be amazing.
Well, I think they won't go that early.
Right.
So 7. And then the tacos, they'll keep them like at an 1800 because there is always some dead time or whatever.
Oh yeah. I always wonder why they didn't do that. Like get more towards like 10 at night, 4 in the morning, and like 2 in the afternoon.
And then like I asked them, why do we still have windows? We're worrying about money. Why do we have windows in Proctor? When we're at the mercy of the windows.
Right.
Why are you paying guys, getting paid anyway, but why are you paying a window pay to sit home?
Right, exactly. Weird.
And if they're not going to get out, well, then just call the extra board guys and get them.
Right. I agree. I gotta run to my car. Shit. I left my charging cable in the car. I'll be good for 1 period. You're good. How many cores going on right now?
You should have one just for the span.
I know I used to. My phone's getting so old that they all like, if you move it a little bit, it doesn't. 17 again. All right, welcome to the live broadcast. Proctor Rails take Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, double A team. This fine Saturday afternoon. Finally, 2 years in a row, we came up here in the practice rink. This year to play in the Grand Rapids rink with a wooden sill. It looks amazing. Redone in the last couple of years. Costs a fortune, but it looks amazing. Today the Rails will be without center Ethan Borman. There's an injury. It looks like Dixie Robert will step up into the 4 position and Tony Jabora will go back at D. Starting off the game, we have Hardy centering Yost and Elliott. O'Connell and Matthew at D. Here we go, Raptors in the first draw, back in their own zone. Backhand up the board in the neutral zone for O'Connell. Knock off O'Connell's stick, Raptors quick in the zone. Cross ice pass, wide open. Colt with a huge save. 15 seconds into the period. Quick rush by Rapids. Draw there, the dot. Rapids takes over, dumps it in deep. Matthew back to pick it up. Up the board, Joe's trying to work it out of the zone. Rapids keeps it in deep. Hardy out of the corner, out of the zone. Rink wide pass to Elliott, could hold on to it. Puts it shallow into the zone for Rapids. And Rapids back in the neutral zone. Quick poke check by Matthew, puts it in the corner. Matthew knocked off the puck in the corner, still hangs on to it. Rapids centering pass out to the point. Throws it in deep. Rapids centering pass again. Cook it a shot off. Wide open out front. Rapids wide open. Backdoor pass. Cook it a one-time rod. Shoots it wide of the net. Somehow they dunk it in for a goal. Whoa. That was quick. 1 minute in the game, Rapids leads 1-0. Rodberg out centering Hoops and Tallarico. Jahola and Hubbard at D. Good job at Rapids. They win it, but puck back to Hubbard, throws up the boards. Rapids deep in their own zone. Thunderhawks behind their own net. Rodberg trying to make something happen. The boards to the Thunderhawks. Back in the corner. Tallarico with a good forecheck. And Rapids quick out of the zone to the neutral zone. Good step by Hubbard with a hip check. Rapids running around the boards. Out to Rodberg. Tips out the neutral zone for Tallarico. Tallarico into the zone. Quick little wrister towards the net. Puck towards the boards. Hoops throws it back on the net. Rapids picks up on the sideboards. Quick out of the zone. Hardy back. Chasing it down, Hardy there to pick it up. Hardy rink wide pass, tried hitting Tallarico. Almost intercepted by Grand Rapids. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Colt finally flicks it out of the zone. Good pursuit by Hoggeston. Hardy and Hoggeston trying to work something out of the corner. Rapids up the boards. Hardy right back behind the net. Rapids, Thunderhawks pick it up out of the zone. Up to the rails, D to D up to Hoggeston. They'll hold on to it right back on the Thunderhawks stick. And that's going to be an offsides. Matthew tried to go up the boards. Off the Thunderhawks right back into the rail zone. Offsides call. Hardy out with Dunbar and Hoggeston. Looks like O'Connell and Matthew at D. O'Connell with the puck back to Matthew behind his own net. Matthew to O'Connell up the boards. Trying to tip it out. Shut down by an aggressive Grand Rapids forecheck. Hardy out of the zone coming in the near side. Hardy battling, knocked on the puck on the Thunderhawks. Thunderhawks almost in the neutral zone, trying to rip wide pass off of the skate, but back in their own zone. Puck goes into the rail zone. Put up by O'Connell, rip wide pass. Elliott shuts it down. Over to Hardy. Hardy tried to hit Yost. Knocked down by Thunderhawks defenseman. Puck back, shallow into the rail zone. Matthew rink wide pass, knocked down by the Thunderhawks. Oh, caught an edge right into the boards. Matthew up to Elliott. Touched it on this side of the red line. That's going to be the icing on the rails. Centering. We got Yost and Elliott, looks like. Hubbard and Jola at D. Puck out top for the Thunderhawks. Trying to hold it in, throw it deep in the corner for the rails. Chasing loose puck over to Rodberg. Couldn't clear his zone. Thunderhawks out right back in deep. Back on the boards for Yost. Tries tipping it out to not anybody from the rails, only a Thunderhawks there. Thunderhawks centering pass, knocked away by the rails. Tipped out the neutral zone for Yost. Yost chasing down the Thunderhawks there. Oh! And Yost in the box, I think, for hooking. Maybe tripping. Maybe whatever you want to call it. Yost goes 2 minutes for slashing. Good forecheck. Got a little too happy with his stick. Rodberg will be out with Elliott for the power penalty kill with Matthew and O'Connell at D. Falls to the corner, Paul throws it out. Wrist shot from the point just wide of the net for the Thunderhawks. Thunderhawks across the top. Trying to set their power play. One timer from the point just wide of the net. Back to the top of the Thunderhawks. D-to-D pass. Robert gets a stick on it. Elliott couldn't clear. Near side pass for the Thunderhawks. Looking for a centering pass. Quick snapshot. Off the paddle at Cole into the corner. Thunderhawks and Rails both battling for it. Back on top. Thunderhawks controlling his power play really well right now. Back on top of the Thunderhawks. D-to-D, quick snapshot, tipped wide of the net. Fantastic. Wide of the net for the Thunderhawks. Penalty clock is not working. Yeah, quick whistle, I think the net's off. So far, we've probably milked off a minute of the power play, but still 2 minutes left. It's a never-ending power play for the Thunderhawks. Puck on top of the Thunderhawks, back to the near boards. Took Hardy's out with Talarico. Oh, shot from the near boards. Tipped in by the Thunderhawks. Quick 2-0 lead. Not what we're looking for here. Thunderhawks over a quick lead in the first period. Oh, the Rails just scored, fixing the clock. Rails just pulling away. I'm sorry. Rails on the board. They got 15 seconds. Rails put one on the board. Still fixing the clock here. Sorry. There we go. Back to live action. Sorry about that. 5 minutes to Jahola. Joel up the boards. Talarico tips it to the neutral zone. Thunderhawks D-to-D, up the boards. Quick step by Hubbard. Puck goes deep into the rail zone. No icing called. Thunderhawks working behind the net. Back out top, and I think the net's off again. Oh. Who scored that goal? Was that Hoops? Sounds like Max Hoops scored the goal for the Rails. Cuts the lead in half, 2-1. Rodberg out centering. I think Yost and Elliott. Yeah, Yost and Elliott. Matthew and O'Connell at D. Yost on the boards, try to go back to the middle. Shut down by the Thunderhawks. Throw it behind the net. Cole puts the paddle on it. Holds it for a whistle. Puck on the dot, out to the top for the Thunderhawks. Quick shot right into the guts of Colt. Holds on to it for a whistle.
Right in the guts.
Right in the guts.
See what someone did the seven
On the top, quick draw by the Thunderhawks. Quick shot from the point. Off Colt's leg pad into the corner. Matthew looking at the net. Roberts steps in up the boards. Not fast enough to get Yost to it. Matthew on the net to Rodberg. Thunderhawks shoot a quick one. Ends up under the leg pad of Colt for a whistle. A lot of whistles. It's gonna be a long game. Puck into the corner. Matthew up the boards to Yost. Yost trying to clear his zone. Thunderhawks pick his pocket. Puck just sitting there. Shut down by O'Connell as a wide open net. O'Connell gets a stick on it. Shuts down the shot. Puck back in the corner. Thunderhawks trying to make something happen. Back out to the top. Break wide pass. Tipped into the corner. Puck to go to Matthew. Matthew tried hitting Yost at the middle. Shut down by the Thunderhawks. Elliott knocks down a shot, backhands one towards the Thunderhawks goalie. He drops a glove on it for a whistle. It's like Hardy's out with Hoggeston and Dunbar. Albert and Joel at D. Centering pass that Hardy goes all the way to the top, backhanded back to Hardy on the far boards. Hardy couldn't keep in the zone, back out to the neutral zone. Thunderhawks pick it up quick into the rail zone. Hardy there to help out. Up top of the Thunderhawks, quick snapshot, one-timer, right into the guts of Cole. Holds onto it for a whistle. Oh, there's going to be a Rapids penalty. 2 minutes for slashing. Rails go on the power play. Did not see that. Rails go on the power play for the first time today, so they handle this. Hardy outside Rodberg and Yost. Yost across the middle, fires one. Off the post, buries it. Close side. Rails tie it up. 3 seconds into the power play. See if this replay works. Yost is on top of the circle. Hardy with a quick draw back. Yost cuts across the middle, fires one, finds the back of the net, ties it up 2-2. High scoring game for the first 8 minutes. Jeez. Hardy over the blue line. Try to get it in, knocked away by the I was going to say T-Birds. Thunderhawks defenseman. Yost looking in the corner. Battle of the two Thunderhawks. Yost out to the middle, picked up by a Thunderhawks defenseman. Kicks out to the neutral zone. Ends up deep in the rail zone. Matthew there to pick it up. Brings it around for Hardy. Tips it out. Tried hitting Yost. Intercepted by a Thunderhawks defenseman. Goes it back in deep. Centering pass by the Thunderhawks. Tried hitting the point. No one there. Puck bounces out to the neutral zone. Quick recovery by the Thunderhawks. D to D. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Hardy knocks it back in for Yost. Yost cutting across the middle. Gets knocked off his feet. And the Thunderhawks back the other way. Good stop by O'Connell. Flicks out of the zone to Hardy. Hardy hits Matthew on the far side, I think. Matthew pumps the brakes in the corner, looking for someone open. Noah's getting open. Good stop in the corner, creating a lot of space there. No one open for him, though. Hardy picks that neutral zone. Hardy cutting across the red line. Both teams changing. Hardy trying to fire one. Fans on it. Somehow, Hardy fires one from the goal line and buries it upper deck. No way. No one makes that shot.
That's nasty.
If this replay works, it's going to be amazing. Oh my God. Look at this. Picks up the blue line. Whoops. Fan, goal line, upper deck. No way. Great shot by Hardy. Great second effort. Puts the rails up 3-2. Holy smokes. That was crazy. Thunderhawks needed to be 5 goals in the first 10 minutes of the first period. High scoring game. Talarico puts him towards the net. Goalie trying to put a glove on it. Another backhand towards the net, goes into the corner. Hoops throws his guy into the corner. Rodberg in to help out. Another body. Oh, it's Talarico. Out to neutral zone. Try pass up to Rodberg, intercepted by the Thunderhawks. Cutting across the middle. Thunderhawks off the blocker pad of Colt. D pitches in, shot towards Colt, puts in the corner. Another shot towards Colt. He's going to glove that one down, hold on to it for a whistle. If this average goes on, this game will be 15-14 by the end of the game. Already out with Dunbar and Hoggeston. Puck out to the top. Thunderhawks throw in the corner. Quick centering pass. Hardy intercepts. Hardy out of the zone, flying into the Thunderhawks zone, looks for a centering pass. Knocked down by the Thunderhawks. Trying to get out. Hardy back with the puck. Hardy dangling around. Hoggeston gets knocked off the puck. Thunderhawks try to go behind the net. D off the boards. Trying to clear the zone. Hardy. Well, it's Hoggeston. Great back check. Knocks it back in. Hardy pinch on the boards. So they were going to call a hand pass. I think on Proctor. Be all the way down. Is that all the way down or is it outside the zone? My mistake. Hand pass just outside the zone. Hardy tries to win a forward. Hoggeston with it. Dumps it in deep. Thunderhawks D behind the net. Tries centering pass. Thunderhawks out of the zone. Back in the rail zone. Right across the middle. Fires one over Colt's head. Hits the glass. Quick one-timer off the outside of the net. Connell rings it around. Dunbar chasing it down. Rails finally get control of it. Fired all the way down for an icing call. Rodberg out centering Yost and Elliott. Matthew O'Connell at D. Hawks win that one. Quick shot off of the shin pad. Dribbles up to Colt. Drops a glove on it for a whistle. Rodberg trying to win the draw. Pucks us in the dot. Thunderhawks with control of it. Rodberg picks it up. Rodberg off to the races. Rodberg coming down the far side, fires one right into the stomach of the Thunderhawks goalie. Had Yost on the far side waiting for a rebound. Puck still sitting at Thunderhawks zone. Yost picks it up. Almost. Thunderhawks control of it out to the neutral zone. Thunderhawks dumping in deep. Matthew back. Chasing this one down. Over to O'Connell. Back to Matthew. Matthew rink wide to Yost. Pulse off his stick. Right under a Thunderhawk stick. Almost got a great shot off. Fanned on it. Rodberg up the boards to Elliott. Elliott trying to clear the zone. Yost Yost finally gets out of the zone. Yost cuts across the middle, coming in 2-on-3 with Elliott. Yost across the neutral zone, tried dumping it in deep, fanned on it. Rink wide to Hardy. Hardy over the red line into the zone, taking a wide. Centering pass by Hardy to Dunbar, tipped away. Last hoops, excuse me. Tried hitting hoops, knocked away last second by the Thunderhawks. Thunderhawks back the other way. Hoops tips it up to Hardy. Back to Tallarico. Tallarico leaves it for only a Thunderhawks player. Back the other way. Thunderhawks dumping in deep in the rail zone. Tries centering pass. Onto it, goes off the back of the net. Thunderhawks trying to wrap around Colt there to shut it down. Hold on to it for a whistle. This new ceiling here looks fantastic. This is awesome. I love this thing. The last 2 years we came here, we played games in the practice rink. We're like, lame. Yeah, it's super nice. Puck back to Matthew. Matthew fires one far side off the boards. We're going to call that one an icing. Yeah, so I want to say it was like millions because the roof was leaking. But it is like, it's my favorite rinks in Minnesota. Hardy out, centering, looks like hoops and Tallarico, puck out to the top. Back in the court for Hardy. Hardy dumps it back out to the neutral zone. Deep into the Thunderhawks zone, picks it up. Tallarico throws his guy into the boards. Hoops there to help out. Good forecheck by Tallarico. Hoops walks out front, gets a shot off the goalie's blocker up and over the net. Quick step by Matthew out to O'Connell. O'Connell goes rink wide. Knocked down by the Thunderhawks. Hardy there to help out. Thunderhawks still control the puck, dumping in deep. Puck loose behind the rails net. Hardy up the boards, trying to make something happen. Tallarico tried tipping it out, kept in by the Thunderhawks defenseman. Thunderhawks cut across the middle, quick pass. Hard wrist shot into the glove of Colt. Holds onto it for a whistle. Got Rodberg out, centering Haugesson and Dunbar. Jahol and Hubbard at D. Thunderhawks win that one back, go back into the corner. Yale's trying to clear, Thunderhawks keep it in deep. Shot towards the outside of the net. Colt scoops it in, drops a glove on it for a whistle. Rodberg wins that one back to himself. Into the corner, tries ringing around. The Hawks, right out front, backhand. Shot on net, Colt couldn't hold on to it. Rebounds, slamming in. They tied up 3-3. Woo-hoo! Shot on net. On the net, we gotta tie those guys up.
All right, let's go, Rail.
Puck on the dot, back to the Thunderhawks defenseman up the boards quick. Hubbard with a quick pinch, but the Thunderhawks dumping in deep. Joel behind his own net. Quick pressure by the Thunderhawks. They walk away, they're out in the middle. Quick one-timer, Colt puts it in the corner. Hubbard off the boards, too far in front of Dunbar, who gets launched. Probably gonna be an interference call on that one. Interference? Interference on Dunbar. Yale's got a power play with 2:32 left in the first. Hardy out, sending Rodberg and Elliott. Yost and Matthew at the point. Puck over the boards. Matthew picks it up, rink wide to Yost. Yost towards the net. Robert gets a stick on it. Puck in the crease. Tipped wide of the net. Oh. Elliott came crashing in hard. Couldn't put it in. Elliott in the corner. Up to the boards to Hardy. Hardy got 2 Thunderhawks on him up top for Yost. Quick shot wide of the net. That was Matthew, excuse me. Thunderhawks tipped all the way down. Should be an icing call. Oh, they say the rails touched it. No icing. Matthew rink wide to Yost. Yost has got some room. Yost through the neutral zone, loses control of the puck. Thunderhawks tip it back out to Matthew. Thunderhawks deep in the rail zone. Yost over, Colt over to Yost. Hardy picks up the loose puck through the neutral zone, knocked away, neutral zone. Matthew there pick it up into the zone. Matthew fires one off with his shin pad into a corner. Puck all the way around. Yost looking to pick it up. Thunderhawks get control, clear the zone. I tell you how much time is left in the penalty, but scoreboard's not working. Hardy through the neutral zone. Hardy takes it in deep. Hardy looking, he's getting peppered by the Thunderhawks out top for Matthew. Matthew back to Hardy on the sideboards. Hardy cuts across the middle over to Yost, near side. Yost tries centering pass, knocked away by the Thunderhawks, and they're going to backhand it out of the zone. Looks soft enough not for an icing call. Hardy all the way up to center ice for Yost. Yost into the zone. Yost cuts across the middle. Yost far side. Looking to want to fire it, lost control of it. And the Thunderhawks are at full strength. Matthew in the neutral zone. Over to Hardy. Hardy flips it up into the Thunderhawk zone. 22 seconds left. Pressure, pressure. Matthew dumps it back in deep. Tried. Shut down by the Thunderhawks. Johan to help out. Thunderhawks trying to break it out. 5 seconds left. And that'll do it. First period ends 3-3 tie. That was crazy. Hey, a second finally came off the penalty, so it's a win. It's a win. How much time do I have?
1 minute and 59 seconds perpetually.
I have to go get a charging cable for my car. BRB. If I'm not back, just follow the puck.
Okay.
play-by-play.
I know he went to get a charging cord, so he said if he wasn't back, just follow the puck.
Rapids dumps it. I don't know if you can pick up on it.
I don't know if it has, because he has the lapel mic.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah,
It's a small screen, huh?
it's a little tricky.
Yeah, a little finicky. All right, 1507. All right, start with the interruption. Run to the car quick, pull the cable. Back to live action. Thunder Rocks in the neutral zone. Missed pass. Rico up the boards. Thunder Rocks recoup, going deep into the rail zone. Jehola back to pick it up. Bounces out front. Colt shuts down the near side. Rico behind the net pumps the brakes. Back near side. Tries centering pass. Such a hard pass, knocked Hubbard off his skates. Thunder Rocks picking up, could not bury it. Oh my gosh, he was wide open. Back on the net for Hubbard. Jehola back to help out. Hubbard down behind the net. Thunder Rocks up the boards. Go back in the zone, fire the boards, knocked him at Thunder Rocks again. All the way down. They're gonna say no tip, icing call. We are so quick to look same side instead of far side. Like, oh my gosh, there's 8 guys there? We should put the puck right where all those guys are. This is a way better idea than going wide. We love putting the puck back where everyone's at.
You don't get extra points for a high.
Yeah, it's wide open over here. It's wide open. Oh my gosh. Hockey's so much easier from up here. Easy game up here. Hardy on center, Hoggeston and Dunbar. Matthew and O'Connell at D. Hoggeston out of the zone, off the boards. Yeah, stick of the Thunderhawks, quick D to D. Trying to get to the neutral zone. Hardy picks it up. Hardy centering pass, no one there, right through the crease. Thunderhawks behind their own net. A quick turn up, Thunderhawks in the neutral zone, into the rail zone. Almost offsides, has to regroup again. Thunderhawks to the middle onto O'Connell's stick. O'Connell almost hits Matthew in the chest with a shot. Thunderhawks hold it in. Thunderhawks lose control over to Hardy. Hardy tries going back on the net, pinched off by a Thunderhawks winger. Hardy with a sauce pass, brink wide over Augustin's stick, right on to the Thunderhawks defenseman. D&D, Thunderhawks regrouping in their own zone. Quick fire down the ice. They're going to call that one an icing. Albert out, centering Elliott and Yost. Everett and Jehola at D. Puck on the dot. Picked up on the Thunderhawks, quick into the neutral zone. Robert with a good forward check. Thunderhawks can't advance to the neutral zone. Finally a rink-wide pass. Backhand is shallow into the rail zone. Hubbard back to pick it up. Try to put it on the boards. Not hard enough. Thunderhawks pick it up. Robert tips on the neutral zone. Excuse me, that was Elliott. Held in by Yost. Thunderhawks back of the puck. Shallow in their own zone. Robert steps into the body. Thunderhawks now deep in their own zone. Thunderhawks over the red line. Trying to control the rail zone. Try dumping it in deep. She hold it back, pick it up, brings it around to Yost. Yost backhands it, kept in by the Thunderhawks. Quick shot on net. And Colt's going to hold on to that one for a whistle. Hardy out, centering Talarico and Hoops. Matthew and O'Connell at D. Puck sitting on the dot. Hoops there to pick it up. Hoop tried going center ice, and Talarico tips it in. Talarico first in the corner, pulling it on the net for Hoops. Hoops in the corner. Hardy throws his guy into the boards. Puck dribbles out. Thunderhawks there to pick it up. Drop pass, quick shot by the Thunderhawks off the blocker of Colt. Talarico up the boards, trying to kick it out. Good stop at Thunderhawks defenseman, tries centering pass. Shut down, Hardy there. Throws a rink-wide pass, too far in front of anybody for an icing call. Quick win by Hardy behind the net to Matthew, rings it around. Tipped out by Talarico, coming down 3-on-2 with Hoops and Hardy. Hardy, quick wrist shot right into the guts of the Grand Rapids goalie, holds onto it for a whistle. You think the Rapids goalie is going to switch halfway through, or are you going to be a full game? You always wonder, right? They said it's like their second game this year. They haven't played much, yeah. Hardy battling behind the net with two Thunderhawks. Hardy still battling. Got Talarico trying to help out. Thunderhawks pick up the loose puck. Quick through the neutral zone. Into the dots. Quick shot. Buries one 5-hole on Cole. Thunderhawks go up 4-3. That was a quick transition. We're on the far side, low hard shot. Finds an opening. Rodberg out. Dunbar and Augustin. Hubbard your hole at D. Thunderhawks to the neutral zone. Sitting right by the blue line, and the Thunderhawks. I think the Thunderhawks going to the box. Who got that one? Rapids? For roughing? Thunderhawks going to the box. 2 minutes. Roughing. Holy smokes. Called that one. Hardy out centering Rodberg and Elliott. Yost and Matthew at the point. Hardy wins the draw clean, back to Matthew. Matthew sideboards to Hardy. Hardy behind the net to Elliott. Elliott back to Hardy. Hardy up top to Matthew, gets pinched off. Matthew cutting across the middle. Matthew's got room, cutting down the middle, tries to backhand towards the net. Goalie drops a glove on it for a whistle. Holy smokes, Matthew has some room there. Part of the Red Sea, skid right down the middle, and the penalty clock is working. score. Puck into the corner. Thunderhawks pick it up. Elliott there to help out. Thunderhawks trying to have the boards knocked down by Hardy. Puck running around. Robert over trying to help out. Thunderhawks pick it up into the neutral zone. Hardy in the neutral zone. Off of the skate of Thunderhawks. That's offsides. Thought they were going to call that for a second. Holy smokes. All the way down? That's kind of aggressive, isn't it? That last game we watched, they never did that one time. You know. When we played East, they dumped in from like their own blue line. They never did that. Right. Puck on the dot. Hardy trying to win it. Thunderhawks walk away with it in the neutral zone. Good step by Yost. Matthew back in his own zone to pick it up. Visa for Yost. Yost with a full head of steam to the neutral zone. Kicks it in wide. Backhands it. Sounds like it hit a post into the near corner. Yost back with the puck on the top of the rails. Yost leaves it for Hardy. Hardy over to Elliott. Elliott, quick shot, tipped last second over the net. Yost far boards over to Hardy. Back to Yost. Yost cutting in the middle. Down for Elliott. Elliott up top to Hardy. Hardy looking for some room to go to the net. Hardy back in Gretzky's office. All the way around. Sauces over to Yost in the far corner. Yost doesn't want it. Throws it near side to Hardy. Hardy's got room over to Elliott. Elliott back to Hardy. Support. Oh, Hardy goes far side to Yost. One time outside the net. Like Matthew holds that one in. Two people. Tips out to Hardy. Hardy cuts down the middle. Over to Rodberg. One time's it wide of the net. Oh, what a one-handed great pass. Puck still sitting up front. Rails can't get a stick on it. Wide open net. Oh my gosh, great scoring opportunity by the Rails. Couldn't bury it. Hardy his own blue line over to Yost. Yost into the zone. Yost fires one. What do they call on that one? What's the whistle for? Too many men? What's the call? Too many men? Well, one identifies as a woman, so yeah, it looks like Rapids. We're going to the box. Too many men call.
Time to get PP2 a little line time here.
Another power play for the Rails. We're gonna be dog tired. They spent 2 minutes on the ice.
PP2 now.
I PP2? You PP2. And it looks like we're gonna have Jahola centering Talarico and Hoops. With Hubbard and O'Connell at the point. Quick draw back. Talarico working on the board, so it's behind for Hoops. Rapids knocks it away. Talarico back on the puck. Go up top. Quick shot towards the net, knocked away. Hoops trying to bury one. Talarico with another shot. Oh, Jahola. Oh, another shot by Hubbard. Fan on it. And puck bounces out into the neutral zone. Jahola rink-wide pass. Out of the reach of Hoops. Tips it in somehow. Thunderhawks to the neutral zone. Quick wrist shot just wide of the net. Holy smokes. Came out near side. Almost had a free goal on that one. Hoops. Tried hitting Talarico, tipped away by the Thunderhawks. Thunderhawks back in the zone. Quick shot of Thunderhawks, tipped out, hit the outside of the net. Last second, Colt's going to drop a glove on that one. Get a whistle. Looks like Proctor's going to change it up. That was a really good score up trade down here. Like a couple of them. Yeah. That was really good. Minute 4 left in the power play for Rails. Hardy out centering Rodberg. Elliott. It should be Yost and Matthew at the point. Matthew behind his own net. Matthew pumps the brakes, goes back the other way. He's got room to skate. Matthew through the neutral zone, leaves it back for Yost. Yost flying through the neutral zone. Into the corner, looking for someone out front. Yost around the horn. Out top for Matthew. Matthew back to Yost. Yost fires one just wide of the net. Picks up his own shot on the boards. Thunderhawks backhanded down. Matthew tries to on the corner and knocked away by the Thunderhawks. Thunderhawks in away, almost a 3-on-2 miss pass. Goes into the corner. Good check by Hardy into the boards. Hardy battling with the puck. Centering pass to Yost. Yost to the neutral zone. Quick shot on net, glove down by the Thunderhawks goalie. 7 seconds left in the power play. See if the Rails can make this happen. It's gotta be quick. Gotta be a clean draw. Puck into the corner of the Thunderhawks. And looks like both teams have full strength. Not before Yost at the top. Quick snapshot wide of the net. Ends up on Elliott's stick. Elliott in the corner gets knocked off the puck. Oh, Rodberg goes in with a boarding calling. Rodberg's going to the box. Thunderhawks the other way. Tipped. Centering pass just wide of the net. Rail's got to touch this puck. Wide open. Chaos ensues. Thunderhawks go up by 2. There's a penalty going to be called. Penalty will be erased. Thunderhawks score. That was chaos. Huh? Did we touch it? Again? Thunderhawks go up 5-3. Rodberg out centering Talarico and Hoots. Jahola and Hubbard at D. Rodberg picks up neutral zone over to Hoops. Put Holando over to Talarico. Talarico trying to tip in the zone. Puck bouncing around. Up to the neutral zone for Jahola. Thunderhawks win that battle. Puck cross ice. Hoops tries to throw up the ice. Kept in by the Thunderhawks. Talarico picks it up in his own zone. Talarico trying to go for a skate, knocked away by the Thunderhawks. Coming in 2-on-1. Thunderhawks cross the middle. Colt locks it in, throws it wide. Hoops to the centering pass. Again knocked down by the Thunderhawks. First shot on that. Rodberg in the corner with the puck. Up the boards of Talarico. Bounces out of the zone. No icing call. Hoops flying in on this one. Hoops knocks his man at the puck out to the top to Hardy. Hardy centering pass to Hoops on his backhand. Puck bounces in the corner. Centering pass to Talarico. Shot towards the net. Knocked just wide. Hardy chasing it down. Thunderhawks picking up. Rink wide pass into the zone. Centering pass. Connell tries to get it out of the zone. Puck bouncing towards the net. And Colt drops the glove on it for a whistle. Oh, and Talarico is going to the box for after the whistle hit.
Looks like 27-10 might be though too.
Are they not calling that? Oh, coincidental minor. What? One for the hitting the goalie. Oh, Talarico thought they were serving pretzels and popcorn in the box. Turns out there's no food in the box, buddy. Be a 5-on-5, 2-minute coincidental minor. Puck into the corner. Hardy trying to win it off the boards. Still sitting there. Oh, yeah, puck has moved 5 feet in 30 seconds. Out middle of Dunbar. Back on the stick of the Thunderhawks. Big save by Polk is tipped out. Augustin tried to knock it out. Thunderhawks there first. Thunderhawks still with the puck. Quick wide pass, knocked away almost by Hardy. Right on the stick of the Thunderhawks player, goes behind the net. Centering pass, wide open. Couldn't get a hard shot off. Colt drops a glove on it. Shuts down the advancement. Already outside Hoggeston and Dunbar. Matthew O'Connell at the back near side to or far side to Hoggeston to Hardy. Hardy backhands it around to Dunbar. Dunbar tries to clear in the zone, fans on it. Shot towards the net. Dunbar knocks out the neutral zone. Matthew chasing it down. Matthew sending pass to Hoggeston. Back to Matthew. Matthew the backhand. Big save by the Thunderhawks goalie. He had him beaten. Somehow he got a leg on it. Shuts it down. Great scoring up here by the Wales. Oh my gosh. Centering pass to Dunbar. Gets a stick on it. Dunbar chasing it down near side. Slap shot off the goal line. Right on the goalie's paddle. Knocks it down for a whistle. Rodberg out with Yost and Elliott. Hubbard and Jehola at D. Whistle down quick. Looks like they're kicking out the Thunderhawks center. Puck over to Elliott. Thunderhawks gain control. D quick behind the net. Backhand out of the zone. Hubbard knocks it down. Oh, Jehola, excuse me. Numbers are 25 and 26. Gets a little confusing. Yost and the boys trying to battle. Thunderhawks walk away with it behind the net. Centering pass. Good time by Jehola to Elliott. Elliott in the neutral zone. Off the boards to Yost. Yost by the net. Centering pass. Trying to hit Rodberg. Knocked away last second by the Thunderhawks. Yost back with the puck out top. Goes near side on the goal line. Centering pass. Going to stick on it back to Yost. Yost fires one right into the glove of the Thunderhawks goalie. Holds onto it. Whew, a lot of action. Yeah, at least we're going not midsection and not wide. At least we're getting the outside of the net a little bit today. That High Falls game was all chest protector.
Right.
That guy, yeah. Jeez. Puck into the corner of Thunderhawks. Yost started picking up. Robert cut him off. Yost picks it up. Yost pumps the brakes, throws it back in the corner. Robert in the corner. Goes to the shoulder. Elliott tries going to Yost. Out to Jehola fires one, goes into the corner. Thunderhawks tip it out to the neutral zone. Thunderhawks coming in 1-on-3. Thunderhawks take a wide, quick shot, hits the outside of the net. Net is off for a whistle. Have you seen Talarico in shorts? Yeah. He looks like an Olympic lifter. Like his legs are like, his thighs are bigger than mine. It's huge. So when he hits guys, you're like, yeah. I saw that one coming. Puck bouncing out front, backhand to Colt, another whack at it. Drops a glove, gets a whistle. Good scoring opportunity by the Thunderhawks. I had Indians on the scoreboard. I couldn't do it. I got yelled at. Couldn't do it. Puck out to O'Connell. O'Connell still battling. Good stop by O'Connell. Picks up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Tried passing it up to Hardy. Little mishandle. Thunderhawks back the other way. Out to the neutral zone for Matthew. Off the boards to Talarico. Back to Matthew. Matthew drives centering pass. Yeah, the Thunderhawks stick. Quick pass by the Thunderhawks. Wide open. Thunderhawks bury it. Oh. You waved it off?
That came off well in advance.
Oh, good play, Cooper. They called it off the road?
It was 6 inches over,
I guess no goals. Score will stay at 5-3. Net was off the moorings. We'll talk at halftime. Face off in the rail zone. Hardy, Talrico and Hoops. Up top for the Thunderhawks. Off of a skate back in the neutral zone. That'll be an offsides call. Yeah, I said that was off. Puck's in the dot. Thunderhawks gain control at the faceoff, backhand it deep in the rail zone. Quick D to D up the boards. Talrico picks it up. Throws it out the boards, clears the zone. Hoops chasing it down. Good play by the Thunderhawks. Rink wide pass, tries centering pass into the corner, goes. Back out top for the Thunderhawks. Back into the corner. Centering pass by the Thunderhawks. No one home. Right through the slot. Matthew in the corner pick it up. He's got room. Matthew tried to go to the boards with Talrico. Intercepted by the Thunderhawks. Back in the zone. O'Connell tips it back in the neutral zone. A little sauce pass by the Thunderhawks. Matthew tries throwing it up to a fellow player. Intercepted by the Thunderhawks. Back the other way. A lot of back and forth in the neutral zone today by both teams. Matthew trying to clear this one. Quick shot. Right into the guts of Colt. Holds on to that one. Rodberg out centering Yost and Elliott, I think. Hubbard and Jehola at D. Clock is not started yet. Look at the clock hasn't started yet. Oh my gosh, so the clock's gonna be off. Offsides. I knew I wasn't off. There was one time it was 30 seconds off. Score box here at Grand Rapids not doing a good job. Making sure they start the clock. 2 seconds. Quick draw back for the Rapids defenseman. Fires it in deep. Jehola goes behind the net. Down the sideboards, Rodberg in to help out. Hubbard was there. Rodberg up to Elliott. Overshoots him. Quick shot by the Rapids defenseman right on net. We're at 10 seconds left in the period. Rodberg out. Set with Elliott and Yost. Jehola and Hubbard at D. Oh, quick draw. Puts it straight down. Shot just wide of the net. And that should do it for a second. Rails going into the locker room. Down 5-3, be back in 15 after a quick resurface. Finish out this game. Ooh, sloppy. Huh?
If you want to follow us around, you can have a hearing for us.
Oh yeah, black. So my coach went once scored A's. Then we all scored A's and I told our association that we gotta have nothing. We have the same coach as well. Like he is like yeah. Oh, it's a simple way to do a video. Yeah. So I had like 340 games. now I got live stream on YouTube.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. It's awesome.
Which program?
So I use PIXLIVE because when I first started using it, it was really good at the replays. So I could hit a replay button. And show replay of the goals. In the last year, it's kind of gone like,
Not as good.
so I found a couple of different apps that are really good at it. I found an app that actually has more replay, but it actually has, you can put ball plays on it. It's on, so another thing is, if I hit a button wrong in my screen, it's just like videos. I'm trying to videotape videos on the screen. It goes like sports game. I think it's sports game. Yeah, that would be really good. So it's that one. It's called sports game.
Yeah, there's a yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow one has the no replay.
Yeah, so
I think I love the replay.
I got rid of the yellow one because it glitched out on me too much.
So that's
So I went to this one.
it's kind of like buying a Chevy. One person like Chevy, that's like whoever has one gap or nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like everyone has good data that we have. So regardless, everyone can watch it in my mind. It's on YouTube, it's there forever. So it's awesome.
Well, I think the biggest thing is the score and the periods. Like that's the biggest thing.
Now, when I first started doing it, I didn't do live. I just recorded and uploaded it. And I had to see what the score was. I see the time, like, so I enjoy doing this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I like doing it. I have fun about doing this shit. But I'm not going to sit here and just be a job. But so easy aspect, but a lot easier.
Oh yeah, way easier. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. I do football, lacrosse, and
I wish. So I wanted lacrosse with my coach. So this year, I'm like, yeah, you want me to see video? He's like, no, you're coaching. I'm like, it's like Alex. That's what Alex did.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's wrestling lacrosse. Yeah. Like, I'm fucking coaching, man. I can't do video. Plus, lacrosse is so hard because there's no stands ever. Like,
Yeah.
you follows all. It looks like shit. Yeah, like, what point can this go on? Can they?
They can, but
Because when we were up in Fairfields, we was every other like, Jesus. Like, at what point can they like, all right, that's but it's kind of their own fault. I mean, who's going to kick off on those, whatever. I haven't seen any like really awesome goals. Just kind of like it's kind of, but it's kind of like chaos, and then like the goal happens when the chaos happens. Like that, I don't feel like one team's dominating right now. I feel like it's kind of like a lot of back and forth shit hockey right now. Cool. Go. Go. Oh. On that. Oh! Point blank shot. Oh, right in front of him. Sorry for the mute there to start the period off. I was having a fantastic barbecue pork sandwich. Back to live action anyways. Start a third here. Thunderhawks lead 5-3. Rail's got to make something happen. Quick shot by the Thunderhawks right into the guts of Colt. Hold on to it for a second. Just check my watch. Seems like it's time for a velo. Rodberg out, centering Talarico and hoops. Quick shot through this, right through the crease it looked like. Rodberg trying to tip it out of his zone, gets in the neutral zone. Thunderhawks able to shut down that advancement. Rodberg forechecking his guy into the corner. Thunderhawks D behind the net. Rodberg still battling in the corner. Thunderhawks having a tough time clearing it. Finally tip it out to the neutral zone. Thunderhawks, oh, it was offside. Near side for the Thunderhawks, hits the outside of the net, or far side. That was offside, wasn't it? Holy smokes, and the net's off. You're not gonna believe this, but the net's off. I think our coaches have a magnet on the benches, push a button, like, burp, burp. Hardy out centering. Who's out there? Hoggeston and Elliott? Is Yost out there? Oh, it's Elliott and Yost. Matthew O'Connell at the puck bounces out front. You're not going to believe it, but the net's off again. We got to start a gambling or drinking game with the net off thing. You guys will be able to stand up at home after this. Yeah. Hopefully you're at home when you're playing this game. Thunderhawks, quick draw. Rip it behind the net. Thunderhawks get there first to Yost. Tries giving it back. Thunderhawks get a quick shot off. Hits an ankle of the rails. Back into the corner. Hardy there to pick it up the near borders of Yost. Yost tries firing across ice, fans on it. Thunderhawks hold it in briefly. Hardy knocks it out. Over to Yost. Yost into the Thunderhawks zone. Far side, wrist shot just wide of the net. Connell, the good pinch, holds it in. Thunderhawks walk with it, back down the net, D to D. Looking for that rink wide pass. A lot of time to make decisions. Thunderhawks up to the neutral zone to O'Connell, shallow in his own zone. Rink wide pass, knocked into the neutral zone. Yost picks it off, center ice, tries getting in, good poke check by the Thunderhawks, and they're back the other way, quick wrist shot into the glove of Colt, holds onto it for a whistle. $5 for a pulled pork sandwich, worth it. Anyone in Grand Rapids, if you're looking for dinner ideas tonight, $5 pulled porks at the rink, they're amazing. Back to the game, quick shot at the boards. Dunbar flicks it off the boards, clears his zone. One Thunderhawk back to pick it up with Hoggeston chasing it down. Can't get there in time. Knocks, quick shoulder, good job O'Connell. Good forecheck. Oh, excuse me, Hoggeston, my bad. Thunderhawks ringing around the boards all the way down for an icing. Great forecheck by Hoggeston, forces the Thunderhawks to rip one down and get an icing call. Rodberg out centering Hoggeston and Dunbar. Jahola and Hubbard at D. Right out front to Hoggeston, gets a one-timer, goes just wide of the net. Thunderhawks in the corner, pick it up. Rodberg with the body gets knocked down. Good job on Jahola, good step, holds it in the zone. Thunderhawks D to D. Out to the neutral zone, Hubbard throws his guy into the boards, and the Thunderhawks are going to take an icing call. Ooh. That was 2 good chances there. Yost? Is Yost center? Yost was centering Hardy and Elliott. How about O'Connell at D? That was weird. Thunderhawks quick out of the zone. Shallow rail zone. Step by O'Connell. Puck on the net. Matthew backhands it behind the net. Look at the Thunderhawks there. Pick it up. Almost slipped out by Elliott. Puck through the crease into the corner. Connell battling, centering pass by the Thunderhawks. Again, centering pass. Oh, Rails couldn't get there in time. The Thunderhawks throw it back in the corner. Thunderhawks on the goal line. Quick shot, tipped away into behind the net by Hardy. Centering pass by the Thunderhawks. Underneath Colt's leg pad. Holds onto it for a whistle. Woo-hoo! That was lucky. Refs are down. Players are down. It's chaos in the crease right now. Face off near side in the rail zone. Hardy's going to take this one. And he's centering Yost and Elliott with Matthew and O'Connell at D. Hardy to the boards and Matthew. Thunderhawks pick it up, throw in the corner. Thunderhawks walk away with it back in the corner. Out to the dot, centering pass. Wide open back door. Tap-in goal for the Thunderhawks. That was a really good play. Really good play by the Thunderhawks. Grand Rapids goes up 6-3. Holy smokes. Dancing. There we go. Puck back in the corner by Joel. Robert in the corner. Tries centering pass. Knocked down by the Thunderhawks. Robert's still battling. Hoops trying to get the center ice. Jehola throws one on net. No rails in sight. Thunderhawks goalie puts it in the corner. Quick D to the wing, and the Thunderhawks are out of the zone. Jehola back to pick up his own zone. Off the boards, the Hoops. Couldn't hold on to it. Thunderhawks back out top of the D. Off a shin pad of Talarico. Bouncing in the neutral zone. Hoops lifting his butt off. Hoops into the corner looking for a centering pass. Over to Roderick in the corner. Roderick centering pass. Looks like he had Talarico there. Couldn't get a shot off him on the tape. Thunderhawks back to the way, dumping in deep. Roderick behind the net. Backhands over to Jehola. Up the boards to Hoops. Hoops trying to clear it. Thunderhawks hold it in. Oh, trying to clear it. Thunderhawks back of the puck. Shot right into the guts of Colt. Holds onto it for a whistle. Hardy out centering Augustin and Dunbar. It's like Matthew and O'Connell at D. Shot towards the net, goes behind. Oh, they're calling that one. Dunbar throws it out of the zone. Tipped by the Thunderhawks. No icing call. Thunderhawks deep in their own zone. Quick up the boards. Good breakout. Oh, good tip by Dunbar. Throws it back in the zone. Unfortunately, right in the Thunderhawks stick, and they throw it deep into the rail zone. Step out, O'Connell centering pass. Out to the top of the Thunderhawks, trying to hold it in. Back out to the neutral zone. Thunderhawks D to Z. Quick up the boards. Good step by Matthew up the boards to Hardy. Hardy up the boards. Gets knocked off his feet. Dunbar to help out Augustin. Picks up neutral zone, 1-on-1. Quick shot from the top, off the goalie's arm over the net. Back out to the neutral zone for the Rails. Rails centering pass to Augustin. Couldn't hold on to it. Thunderhawks pick it up. Thunderhawks in the zone for Matthew. Matthew sidesteps one player. Rink wide pass. Augustin into the zone. Augustin towards the net. Guy's taking a shot. Got tipped lightly to the net. Thunderhawks D to D. Hardy there to pick it up. Yeah. Hardy knocked off the puck. Almost got it down low. Intercepted by the Thunderhawks. Back to the neutral zone into the rail zone. Oh, puck bouncing in front of the net. Colt trying to hold on to it. Couple extra whacks at it. Oh, a lot of extracurricular crap going on in front of the net. If I had to guess, there'd be at least one person going to the box after this. Holy smokes. He got roasted on that one. They're not going to call anything on that? That's a lot of extra stuff going on. There's bodies all over the place. It looks like, oh my gosh. Rodrigo centering Yost and Elliott. Puck all the way back into the Thunderhawk zone. Jahola and Hubbard at D. Quick turn up by the Thunderhawks. Guy's flying over to Hubbard. Hubbard can hold on to it. Yost in the corner with it. Yost up the boards, trying to hit Elliott. Elliott center ice to Rodberg. Rodberg tips it over to Yost. Yost over the blue line. Yost flying in with a backhand through the crease to the far side. Yost trying to pick it up, couldn't hold on to it. Rapids player trying to get control of it. Rapids all alone, fires one over the net. Holy smokes. Rodberg in the corner, backhands it up. And who's going to that one? Hubbard? Hunter Hubbard looking for a pulled pork sandwich in the penalty box. Gonna get 2 minutes instead. Rails down a man. For 2 minutes, Hardy out. Who's Hardy out with? Hoops? Hardy and Hoops. Elliott, Matthew and O'Connell at D. Thunderhawks across the top, trying to set the power play. Far side of the boards. Thunderhawks working their way towards the net, shut down by O'Connell. Keep my side, boys, up top for the Thunderhawks. Down low, centering pass, one-timer knocked away by the rails. That was a good play. Up top for the Thunderhawks, wide open, blast one. Hit some traffic in front, Matthew throws in the corner. Thunderhawks, good job on the power play moving this puck up top. In the middle for the Thunderhawks, quick shot, tipped wide of the net. Back up top for the Thunderhawks. Rink wide pass. Oh, wide open on the far side, gets a shot off, Colt shuts it down. Off back in the corner for the Thunderhawks, 1 minute left. Penalty kill for the Rails. So far, the Thunderhawks have been dominating this power play. No hard shot off the leg pad of Colt. Another hard shot. Colt shuts down that post. Connell chases it down, puts it up the boards. Cleared over to Hoops. Hoops coming down one-on-one. Quick shot into the glove of the Thunderhawks goalie. Good play. Max Hoops takes advantage of a loose puck, flies down, gets a shot off, gets taken off his feet. Big save by the Thunderhawks goalie. Rodrigo and Tallarico for 38 seconds on this penalty kill with Matthew and Jahola at D. Thunderhawks win that one back behind their own net. Thunderhawks through the neutral zone, into the rail zone. Good step by Rodberg. Thunderhawks into the corner. Thunderhawks across the top, looking for an opening. Tries center one across the middle. Tallarico picks it up, dumps it out of the zone. 10 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Rails. Got by Tallarico. Thunderhawks deep in the zone, off the boards. Both teams full strength. Thunderhawks have control of it. Thunderhawks right at the dot, kind of rink wide pass. Last second, Hubbard gets a stick on it. Thunderhawks near side of the dot, wide open, gets a shot off, tipped over the net. Puck off the glass. Thunderhawks hold it in. Tallarico with a nice body check. Robert throws it out. No icing, they say. They tipped it. Robert chasing it down, throws the body. Thunderhawks back the other way. Shell into the zone. Hoggeston tips it back to Matthew. Matthew rings it up the board to Hoggeston. Tips it out. Robert with a body check on the blue line. Thunderhawks with a sidestep. Fires one up into the glove of Colt. Holds onto it for a whistle. A lot of action here in the third period. I would guess candy corn because he's lame. Oh, for the penalty box? Yeah. I'd say beef ribs. Or probably Nathan's footlongs. Shot, pass out front, tipped out front, puck still loose. Puck bouncing around, Jahola's going to take it, backhanded out of the zone. That'll be an icing call. Hardy out, look at Yost and Elliott. It's like Hubbard and Jahola at D. I don't know, stop the clock, buddy. Dunbar. Oh, Hardy on the point, shuts down a shot. Puck still sitting there. Dunbar tips it out. Augustin picks it up, neutral zone, coming in far side. Fires one just wide of the net, up to the top for Jahola. Fires one in, tipped into the corner. Hardy battling, Augustin in to help out. Puck back in the corner for the Thunderhawks, centering pass. Thunderhawks back to the way, 2-on-1. Chased down by Hubbard. Colt throws it towards the boards. Hubbard throws, or Jahola throws by the net. Hardy there to pick it up. Tips up to Augustin. Back to Hardy, knocks out of his hand. Hardy coming down 2-on-2 with Dunbar. Hardy into the zone. Hardy fires him from the goal line outside of the net. Hardy almost got his head taken off. Puts it up top for O'Connell. O'Connell back on the boards for Hardy. Hardy rink wide pass on Hubbard. Hubbard fires one right at the head of the Thunderhawks goalie. Puts a glove on it for a whistle. Rodberg out centering Yost and Elliott. Matthew O'Connell at D. Thunderhawks with that one in the corner, ringing around the boards. Elliott there, trying to hold it in. Elliott tied up, back out top. Puck goes out, it looked like, over to Rodberg, flips it up in the air. Rodberg puts it out front to himself, cooking a stick on to get a shot off. Thunderhawks back the other way. Thunderhawks coming out 2-on-1. Headman pass, fired one wide of the net, tip. Yost in the corner. Yost trying to clear it. Rodberg almost got a stick on it. Couldn't clear it. Thunderhawks hold it in somehow on the blue line. Thunderhawks fire one from the dot. Colt holds on to it for a whistle. Oh, that was close range. Jeez. It's like the Proctor curse from Mike 1s to high school. We get near that blue line, they're like, ah. It's like a force field. Can't clear that thing. It's unreal. Thunderhawks go on to it. Yost picks it up. Take it wide. Yost loses it neutral zone. Rodberg chasing it down. Rodberg tipped it up to himself. Got a stick on it. Goalie holds on to it. Couldn't get it in there. That was close. Whoa. Good second effort. Puck bouncing towards the net. Rodberg couldn't get a second whack at it. Good cover by the Thunderhawks goalie. Puck one over to the Thunderhawks winger. D to D, center out to center ice. O'Connell tried to hold it in, lost it at the blue line. Thunderhawks the other way. These are from the top. Good step by Yost. Puck out front, one-timer. Couldn't hold on to it. Colt puts a pad on it, holds on to it. Hardy out, centering think Hoops and Talarico, Hubbard and Jahola at D. Thunder Hawks win that one back to the point. Attack him. Into the corner, centering pass by the Thunder Hawks, backed out by Hubbard. Thunder Hawks hold it in. They're going to say hand pass. Should be outside the zone. Puck's in the dot. Talarico tries tipping it up. Right into the Thunder Hawks stick. Jahola throws it through the neutral zone. Talarico crashing in hard. Thunder Hawks D-to-D, centering pass. Through the neutral zone. Jahola chasing it down. Jahola got a good side of him. Cut him off, running around to Talarico. Couldn't hold on to it. Thunder Hawks hold it in. Puck just sitting by the blue line. Finally trickles out in the neutral zone. Yeah, Talarico's stick for a second. Right back to the Thunder Hawks. Thunder Hawks in the neutral zone. Quick pass, tackles to the far side, fires one. Right into the guts of Cold, holds on to it for a whistle. Robert steps on, centering Dunbar and Hoggeston. Jahola and Hubbard at D. Puck to the corner for Hubbard, rings it around. Hoggeston chasing it down. Thunder Hawks get their first throw back in deep. Puck behind the net, centering pass off the post. Colt finally gets a glove on it and holds on to it. Oh, that was close. Thunder Hawks, clean drop to the point, throw it behind the net. Gotta get on him, boys. On the net for Matthew, up the boards. Dunbar gets a stick on it, right onto the stick of the Thunder Hawks. Trying to get up to the point, clear their own zone. Out to the body. They're going to call it offsides on that one. Offside, center ice face-off. Thunder Hawks to the win. Hoggeston in, mucks up the play, tipped over to Matthew. Matthew centering pass to Robert, tips up to Hoggeston. Hoggeston trying to cut the middle. Hoggeston couldn't get a shot off. Good defensive play by the Thunder Hawks. Robert fires it from the goal line, back behind the net. Thunder Hawks out of the zone in the neutral zone. Ooh, that could have been a penalty. Not calling anything. Rips a shot just wide of the net. They go all the way back onto the Thunder Hawks zone. Gotta go. Gotta go. Put a forecheck on them, boys. Puck up the boards. Hardy trying to shut it down. Center ice pass by the Thunder Hawks. Shallow into the zone. Got a guy breaking down the middle. Centering pass. Right on the tape. Back centering pass. No one there. Dunbar throws it the boards. Right at the Thunder Hawks D. Hardy the puck deep in his own zone. 1:20 left in the game. Hardy near side, flying up. He's got room to skate. Hardy with a full head of steam. Fires one. Finds the back of the net. Buries it. Oh, was he flying. Holy smokes. He was cruising. I think he's broke a land speed record on that one. Hardy knew it when he picked it up in his own zone. He was going to take off, and he was gone. Comes near side, finds the back of the net, puts the rails within two. 1:10 left in the game. Yost going to get there quick enough. Thunder Hawks to the neutral zone. Thunder Hawks cross the middle. Quick snapshot right into the guts of Colt. Holds on to it for a whistle. Hardy out. I think with Yost and Elliott, Hubbard and Jahola at D. Thunder Hawks in the puck in the corner. 50 seconds left, so you can make this a 1-goal game. Puck back in the corner. Thunderhawks looking crashing. Good time in front of the net. Net, not nut. Shot from the point, wide of the net. Puck bounces around. Thunderhawks trying to get to the middle. Hardy tips over to Elliott, back to himself. Hardy on the far side. Hardy trying to cut back to the middle, gets hauled down. Puck in front of the net. Couldn't get a shot off. Thunderhawks back the other way. Jahola steps up. Thunderhawks put it deep in the zone. And Yost with a big body check into the boards. Jahola picks it up. Jahola centering pass. Couldn't clear the zone. Thunderhawks step up, hold it in. And that's going to do it. Last 5 seconds. Let it go. Yeah, good call. That'll do it. Real Thunderhawks win 6-4.